I'm Tina, and I play video games and help you become a better streamer so that we can grow together. I thought for my first Be a Better Streamer video of 2019, I'd do another video tutorial for you guys using a little program to test our connection to Twitch servers, which has been a huge help for me with all of my internet problems recently. If you've been following me a while, you know I've been having internet problems, and they're finally fixed. But when it was first starting to happen, I, like most folks, was depending on speed tests to measure my internet. And I was getting confused because the speed was there, but the connection while streaming was terrible. And the reason for this is because speed tests, they don't measure the quality of the connection. They just show whether it's there or not. So it can be fast even if your data transfer speed is flailing wildly all over the place. Until I was introduced to TwitchTest, I spent a lot of time confused as to why I had a fast connection but couldn't stream. And Twitch requires a stable connection to have the best quality of playback for whatever settings you pick. If your connection is unstable, your stream could lag, could be pixelated or blurry, or you could get booted offline without warning. And the more stable the connection, the smoother your video feed will be, especially when you're streaming at higher quality settings. So TwitchTest, I've got the website here pulled up. It's just a tiny little program, open source and free. It was created by streamers for streamers to help test your connection to Twitch servers. Pretty much it shows you right here what it looks like, and it goes through all the information for it, and then you can download, you can find out about the version, like what changes were made to it. I'll be dropping the link to this site in the description below, so you can go and download it there. But basically, it's a really simple little program, and I'm going to just walk you through it really quickly and show you how it works. So here we go. I've got it loaded up on my own computer. I've been using it pretty much since the day I was told about it. It's really basic, as you can see. It just has, your little window. It's got your stream key. So this is the only setup you really need to do for it. Is you're going to go get your stream key from Twitch, and you're going to drop it in here. From everything that I've read and I've been told, it's safe, so I wouldn't worry about it. I haven't heard any issues whatsoever with it. The TCP window size, I have no idea what that means, so I can't tell you, but I've never had to touch it, so I think for most of us it's probably not something you need to really worry about. The test duration, it's basically you can pick from various different choices here, and basically short tests are good for making sure that you can get a connection. And then longer tests are good for establishing whether the connection has a good quality for it over, being able to actually stream. I normally just do 10-second tests when I'm just making sure that my internet is functional and that I can connect. And I do occasionally do 5-minute ones when I'm trying to suss out what the actual problem is, whether it's my internet or a Twitch server or whatever. So to run the test, you pick what duration you want, so we'll go short, and then you pick what server region you are in. You can't run with all of them. It'll just give you a error. And generally you want the ones as close to you as possible. The closer you are to the server, the higher likelihood that you're going to have a good, stable connection. The further away you get, the worse the connection will get usually. So, and that's all you have to do to set it up to run it, and then you hit start, and it'll go through, so it'll pop up. So while it's running this test, I'll just tell you, these are the servers. I am in North America, I'm in Canada, so these are the servers that it would want me to be using. So bandwidth is the amount of data that can be passed per second. So essentially it's how much information you can send to the server in 1 second, pretty much, and it's generally measured in kilobytes, and then so that combined with the other two will tell you what your internet is like. So RTT is just the speed it takes for the program to establish a connection with the server. Lower is a better number. I'm not sure how much of an effect it really has for most of us, probably negligible. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. And then you get quality. So since it's gotten down a few, I'll just hop over here and explain this. So 10,000 plus kilobytes per second. So that basically means that's more than the bandwidth that Twitch suggests you have. Twitch has a 6,000 bit rate or 6 megabytes per second bit rate as their suggested maximum speed. So pretty much if you're above that, then you can stream at, or in theory, you can stream at whatever settings you'd like to set it at. And then you go over here to quality, and the quality is what really, really matters. Like you can stream with, if you have one of these and like your best number is say 5,000, 4,000, heck, even a little bit lower than that, and your quality is 100, you can still totally stream. You have to use lower settings, but you'll be able to get that connection that you need. So quality 100, that's what the program considers a perfect connection. As we know, nothing is ever perfect, but the closer to 100 it is, the better and more stable your connection will be, and thus the smoother your feed will be for people watching. There are folks I know that stream with like a 60 as their quality. It's not great. It does tend to get pixely, it tends to get laggy, but I mean, it's still there. It's not unwatchable. So the one you really need to watch for is 0. If you're running this test and you have like next to no bandwidth showing and you have a connection 0 or a quality 0, that means your connection is absolutely garbage. So even if you're getting a good speed test, you won't be able to stream, not in any meaningful way anyway. So, and if that happens, then you will move on to troubleshooting why precisely your connection to Twitch is having an issue, but your connection to everything else isn't. It doesn't take long to go through the test. It depends on how many servers there are. This one's probably one of the longer ones. And yeah, so like my connection now with my new internet, since we changed ISPs, has improved immensely. Prior to switching over, I could barely get 2,000 bit rate on like any server, even ones that are really close to where I am, and it was always 0 quality. Like there was no way I could stream with that. So the other thing that this helps too is, even like if your connection is not that fast, this will tell you that. So if you're struggling with it, this will tell you what the issues are and will help you choose what settings to use for your streams. Well, we'd all love ridiculously fast internet speeds. It's just not always feasible for a multitude of reasons. Lower scores, like especially the scores lower than mine, doesn't mean you can't stream. You just may need to lower your quality settings to take the load off your connection. As much as everybody wants to stream in 1080i with 6,000 bit rate, it's just not realistic for a lot of streamers. And a lot of viewers can't handle watching it at that quality level either. So until you're given the option for your viewers to change the quality settings on their own, you could easily be pushing away a lot of viewers who just, their internet can't handle the connection you're streaming at. And especially when I was trying to decide the settings, the big thing that I found is that between 720p and 1080i, the difference for the average viewer is very negligible, because most people will be watching it either on mobile or on a computer. You won't really see the difference until you're streaming it on a very large screen. So if you have a lot of people who watch it on their TV, then 1080i, it would be better if they could handle that load. But for the rest of us, 720 is plenty. Most people will not notice the difference. And realistically, most viewers don't care as much as you think about high def video versus standard def video. Like, most viewers, they don't come to watch the gameplay. They come to watch you. You are the entertainment. The gameplay is just part of it. So you're better off finding a setting that will allow you to stream at the level you want, but will also maximize the viewers that can come in and enjoy your stream. And so if you do have to go with a standard definition setting for your streams, don't get discouraged. Just focus on improving the quality of your stream in other areas. So find your niche, engage with your chat, network with other streamers. And then if down the road you're able to improve your internet, you'll have a solid base already. So when your video quality goes up, you'll have those cheerleaders to go out there and just pull in more and more people. So really just don't stress too much about the quality of it. And if you do find that you're running this Twitch test, that you have some kind of connection issue, then you can go from there into further troubleshooting, figure out if it's your ISP, if it's your router, maybe you're being throttled, whatever it is. But this is just a really good starting point to figuring out why you're having problems connecting to Twitch. I hope this video was helpful for you. I know once I figured out how to use this, it was a lifesaver for me. And if you have any other tutorials or questions you'd like me to answer, feel free to ask in the comments below. If you have any other topics you'd like me to cover in a Be a Better Streamer video, again, let me know in the comments below, or you can hit me up on Discord and ask over there, or send me a message on Twitter. Make sure you subscribe and hit the hit the alarm bell if you haven't yet, so that you find out when I upload new videos every week. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and join my Discord so that you can talk to me directly and find out about schedule changes or help vote on new games or topics I'm going to cover, and just, come out and hang out with me. I hope you have a great rest of your day.